a concept called audit planning. And now that's, it's a concept, it's a topic in a 2D degree, it's a topic in a 2D, in an intermediate level, and also advanced auditing and assurance. That is audit planning. It's very important to know what is this audit planning. After audit has been appointed to become the auditor of the company, he considers some of the matters. Now, after he has accepted the work by writing a letter called the engagement letter, that is a letter written by auditor to accept the appointment to be the auditor of the company. Then, that now he is officially the auditor of the company, he needs to start planning for the audits. So audit planning, it is governed, or it is seen in our standards, international standards on auditing number 300. So ISA 300, it is what talks about audit planning. And it says that audit planning is development of the overall audit strategy. I've said audit planning is the development of the overall audit strategy. Great, we proceed. So what is this audit strategy? So the audit strategy involves the scope of work. That is the extent the auditor is going to do the work, timing of that work. Said the scope, meaning the extent. When the work shall be done, that is the timing of the work, and the audit tests and procedures to be performed. So that is about the strategy, or the audit strategy. It is important to know, why are you planning for your work? What is the importance of audit planning? What is the need for audit planning? That is what the examiner can ask now. The examiner can ask you, explain or state the importance of audit planning. Any person plans his work so that he can achieve the set goal. So number one, audit planning helps auditor in achieving the audit objective. So enables auditor in achieving the audit objective. That's why we are planning our work. Number two, when you plan your work, you're going to approach the work in an orderly manner, in a systematic manner. So how do I put this one? It enables the auditor to approach the audit work methodically and systematically. Said, it enables the auditor to approach the audit work methodically and systematically. Number three, when you plan your work, already you know what should be done at what stage. So planning minimizes omissions in audit testing. So minimizes omissions in audit testing. So that is when you plan, you minimize those omissions in audit testing. Again, when you plan your work, you are going to know how to delegate the work. So audit planning facilitates delegation of audit work to audit assistants. I've said facilitates delegation of audit work to audit assistants. So that is audit planning. Again, it reduces the audit risk. Reduces the chances of giving a wrong conclusion. That's why it is important to plan your work, because the chances of giving a wrong opinion or conclusion, they are minimized. So that is one of the advantages of audit planning. Right, when you plan your work again, you're going to finish that work in good time. Very well. So facilitates completion of the audit work in good time. That is why it is important to plan your work. Let me just again go further and do what? Explain another concept immediately after planning, or after knowing the importance of planning, there's something you need to know. What is this? Audit planning procedures and considerations. I've said audit planning procedures and considerations. Very keenly watch over this video. Commonly examined area. Said audit planning procedures and consideration. Now, what are these audit planning procedures and considerations? It is important to know. When you are told to list or explain the audit planning procedures and considerations, it is what auditors should consider when planning. The test auditors should perform or what he should do during planning. And what is this auditor should do? 1. Auditor must consider the background information of the company. For you to plan very well, one thing you need to know, it is the background of the company. What is this company selling? What is the company nature of the company products and services? The legislation affecting the company, they are under the background. You need to know the also environmental factors affecting the company. So the number one matter to consider when planning, it is what I'm saying. When planning, you need to consider background information of the company. Number 2, you also need to consider the extent to which the reliance is to be placed on the internal control system. So consider the extent of relying on the ICS or the internal control system of the company. Again, you need to know, do you need an expert or not during the audit? So extent or the need for an expert, just put it that way, need for an expert involvement during the audit. Again, extent of relying on the internal audit work. So do you need to rely on the internal audit department or not? You must consider that. When planning, you have to consider that. You have to consider the significant periods in the client company. You must consider when is the stock taking going to be carried out. So the date of the stock take. So consider the significant periods during the audit, e.g. or not, significant period in the client company, e.g. the date of the stock take. Very, very keen. You also remember when you're doing an audit for this period, previous period audit was conducted. Review matters which were raised in that previous period. So review matters raised in the previous period to help you in planning the current period audits. Very well. Again, you need to consider the grade of the audit team members. Very well. Consider the grade of the audit team members. Consider whether you are going to engage junior auditors or senior auditors, and at what stage. The grade for the audit team members to be involved and at what stage you consider. So those are the audit planning procedures and considerations. And that is, again, when you're planning, you can consider meeting the management of the company to discuss some matters. They know the company better than you. So consider meeting the senior management of the company and discuss important matters pertaining to the audit. So that is the audit planning, procedures and considerations. From there, you need to understand the audit approaches or the strategies. Audit approaches or the strategies. And that one, allow me to cover it in my next video. I'll cover the audit approaches or the strategies so that at least the video is not very long. I want to just break it down at least to help my people also get the concept and to avoid boredom. Welcome to this channel. This is a channel for all. It's a channel for all those who need some knowledge in auditing. And if you want me to train your people to have a workshop on audit matters, I am ready. Call me, give me a call. Even many companies, they are those who have engaged me with respect to their training and some of the workshops to discuss with internal auditors some matters and very key matters in auditing and accounting. So thank you so much. May God bless you. My name is Mr. Cleophas, CPA Cleophas, and I thank God for everything. Let's meet in our next class. Welcome. Bye-bye.